Welcome to page 3. We're going to continue our study of percent of decrease and percent of increase. We're going to continue to use the formula R times O equals D. However, this time you may hear some new terminology. Sometimes for percent of decrease you might hear markdown or discount rate. But what they're asking for is, of course, the percent of decrease. And for percent of increase, you may hear the term markup. Let's take a look at our first problem. Now remember, take notes in your notebook. If you need to stop the video and catch up in your notebook, please do so. But our first problem states, Sue bought a sweater on sale for $36. The original price, which came first, was $48. What was the percent of decrease? But sometimes we refer to it as the markdown. What percent was the sweater marked down? Or what was the discount rate on the sweater? Well, let's start with our original price and our new price. If you think about it, $48 occurs first. Originally, the sweater was $48. Then the sale occurs. The sweater drops to $36. Let's find the difference in the price. If you take 48 minus 36, you get a difference of $12. So, we're going to compare our difference to our original price O. Let's use our formula in step 2. Let's drop a dotted line. And since we're looking for the rate, in this case a percentage rate, R, the rate is a mystery, times 48 equals 12. Now, let's divide both sides by 48. Grab your calculator and punch in 12 divided by 48. You should get a decimal result. You should have gotten 0.25, 25 hundredths. And when we multiply by 100 and convert it to a percentage, we get a 25% decrease. Or you can say a 25% markdown or a 25% discount rate. Let's take a look at another. In problem number 2, it states, Carl bought a piece of artwork to sell in his store. He paid the artist $400. That occurred first. Then he assigned the piece of art a retail price of $640. He obviously had to mark up the price in order to make a little profit. What was the percent of increase or the markup that he added on? Well, it works the same way. Remember, set up your page with the original price and the new price. $400 occurred first. It's what he paid the artist. And then he marked it up to $640. The price or the difference increased by, dollar-wise, $240. If you take $640 and take away $400, you get $240. That's the difference. And we're going to compare that back to the original. Circle those two amounts, and let's use those two amounts in our formula to see what the percent of increase or the markup was for this particular piece of art. R is the rate, and the original price is $400. It experienced a $240 increase in price. Now, let's solve for the decimal rate. Divide both sides by 400. Pick up your calculator and punch in 240 divided by 400. You should have gotten 0.6. But when we multiply it by 100 and move the decimal 2 places, you can see that there is a 60% increase or markup in the price. So the markup for this particular problem was 60%. Let's take one last look at the problem at the bottom of the page, page 3. This problem should go in your notes, and if you need to catch up, you can pause the video, finish your notes, and start the video again. Here we go. Jane bought a pair of jeans on sale for $32. The original price was $40. What was the percent of decrease, or the markdown in price, or the discount rate? Well, let's use our two-step process to figure it out. Here we go. Remember, the original price occurs first, and that's the $40 we would have paid without the item going on sale. But then, later, the item does go on sale. We see it's now $32, which means 40 take away 32 gives us a difference of $8. That is our D, our difference, and we're going to compare that to our original cost, O. So let's use our formula to find the discount rate. R's a mystery times 40 equals D, the difference. We're going to divide both sides by 40 as we solve this equation. Grab your calculators and punch in 8 divided by 40. Pause the video if you need a bit of time. You should have gotten 0.2 on your calculator, which, as we multiply by 100, it moves the decimal 2 places. That means our rate, our discount rate, is 20%. We received 20% off the price. This concludes page 3 on percent of increase and percent of decrease.